Hello, everybody, and welcome. We'll give that just a second to get going here. And we're just waiting for everybody to get in here. And we are also just getting ready to go live on Facebook. So thank you for your patience. Let me know where you're from and how are you enjoying the 4-week Double Your Appointments challenge so far? I would love to hear it in the comments. Excellent. And we are live on Facebook and we are ready to go here. Looks like we are still having a little bit of technical issues with our camera. So give us just 1 second here. There we go. We'll go to the old school webcam. Hope everybody is doing well. Great to see you here today. And then let's head back on over to our fancy high definition camera. Not going to work out for us. Let's try this. Those of you that don't know, you can use your cell phone as your webcam, and there's this cool Elgato app that you get hooked up to set that all up. But if you can hear my voice, just let me know in the chat so that we know we've got at least that taken care of. Hello, Preston. Great to have you on the presentation today. And Alex, Brad, Kurt, Dennis, Alexa, Harvey, Jason, Jeffrey, Jet, Carly, Kevin, and Kevin. we got a Kevin crew here today, which is amazing. Christine A. Smith, Kurt, great to see you on. Larry, great to see you as well. Lourdes, Michael, Michelle, Mo. I digress, but it is fantastic to see everybody on the call. And it looks like we're running some technical issues on that camera in the background. So we will just head on back and do it old school. I apologize for the low definition, but it is not about looking at me. It is about helping you generate far more appointments from the applications that you are taking in your business. Let's get started. Hello, everybody. It's Chris Johnstone here with week 4 of the Double Your Appointments Challenge. And man, am I excited for today because we are going to make money from nothing. This is the most overlooked opportunity in the financial services space that almost everybody is leaving money on the table with. And today I'm going to show you how to create up to 10 referrals from every single application that you take, even if those customers don't end up doing business with you. And so this is week 4 in the Double Your Appointments Challenge. And if you've been with us all 4 weeks, it looks like about half of our registrants here today have been on one or subsequent of the trainings, but there's a number of you that are here for the first time. So welcome. And there is only one way to double your sales, which is what this whole challenge has all been about. And that is to double the number of appointments that you're doing. Because the amount of Herculean effort that is required to increase your closing ratio on the applications that you're currently taking right now, there's all kind of sales training out there that I have purchased, and that is like you could spend gobs of money on sales training programs from Grant Cardone and the Wolf of Wall Street, that guy whose name escapes me right now. There was a gentleman that was working with Frank Kern who ran his sales team. Russell Brunson has sales team training. And all of these training programs, I bought all of them, given them all to our sales team, invested tens of thousands of dollars in training and coaching on like ninja sales techniques. And I have come to realize that you pass a point where it's like you get people on your sales presentation and there is a slight increase in the amount of sales that you can generate from things like forward sales hooks, open loops, neuro-linguistic programming, and that sort of thing. There's this small little bump that you get, and then as soon as you get past that point, you piss everybody off, for lack of a better phrase. And I'm not trying to be weird or anything about it, but it's like, you know, when you get on a hardcore sales presentation with somebody who's there to just like close you and grind, and that's, it's horrible. It's a horrible, horrible experience. And I have had brands that I won't mention that have tried to put me through a sales process like that. And I vowed to myself after that experience that I would never, ever put one of our potential clients or customers through an experience like that. And we discovered that with all the ninja tricks and all the sales hacks and everything, like you might get a 3 to 5% bump on the amount of people that you close. So what I looked at in our business is I was like, all right, let's dial it back. Let's provide an absolutely phenomenal experience that people absolutely love. Like, let's do the opposite of what all that high pressure sales training is teaching us to do. And let's just look at the problems that people have and actually help them and solve those problems on the consultation process. And then at the end, be like, would you like more help with that? Then we've got products and services that really help. And so we turned it totally around and basically got rid of all the high pressure sales techniques and noticed that our sales conversion percentage of the amount of customers that we generated almost didn't go down at all. It was like a 3 to 5% reduction in the amount of people that actually purchased the products from us when we got rid of all the high pressure sales techniques and all of the ninja stuff that we had been taught through all these courses. And I'm okay with that. I will gladly give away the 5% in order to have happy people that come through the application process. And the freeing thing about that is so that, you know, I've already been down that road. I've already tested all of that stuff. And to be able to come back to you and say, hey, look, if you just help people, give them a phenomenal process on the application, keep your closing rate the exact same, keep doing what you're doing in order to take applications and close deals, right? Just double the number of people that you talk to and you can double your sales. It is truly that easy. And if you're here in week number 4 and you've gone through the previous 3 modules of training, you understand that there's low-hanging fruit in almost every area of your business where you can double or more the amount of appointments that you're generating by having a system. There is only one way to double the appointments in your business, and that is that you must have an automated system that books your appointments for you. Hands down, your past customer database, your referral partners, your inbound leads, and now the applications that you take, all 4 aspects of your business have these little sales systems where you can plug in to our system with proven scripts, with proven templates, and just literally run that system on that aspect of your business, and you will create far more appointments. And you do it without you having to make cold calls, without you having to chase leads, without you having to do any of the work. So you get to spend your time doing what? Making more sales, which is the most profitable activity for your personal income, but also for growing your business. So if you want to double your sales, all you need to do is double your appointments. If you want to double your appointments, all you have to do is put an automated system in place in order to make those appointments happen in your calendar. So our goal here together today is to get you to understand and build that system that you need to double your appointments and sales from the applications that you're taking in your business, and to have this whole thing implemented within the next 30 days. So again, our goal for this challenge, the only way for you to double your sales is to double your appointments. And the only way to double your sales appointments is to automate the 4 appointment pathways that exist in your business. So in order to get there, that's why we had a 4-week challenge. And we are in week number 4. So here's what we've done up until this point. I showed you the database activator, and that is the system where you literally take your database, load it into the software that I've given you direct access to through the training. If you go to chriscrm.com, there's no markup. Buy the software directly from the software company, and then we load it with all of our proven campaigns. And then we give you daily support calls so that you don't run into any technical issues. It's impossible for you to have, a techie problem that stops you from generating results and success. And then we have a weekly mastermind call with me that keeps you on track and makes sure that you're implementing the right campaigns in order and making sure that you're actually getting to the end point of having all of these systems automated in your business. And so I'm literally delivering to you on a silver platter all of the campaigns and all of the systems that we've already figured out for you throughout this challenge. So week 1 was the database activator. Double your sales appointments from your database. Literally take your database, load it into the pre-done campaign, get results, right? Then we talked about the executive recruiter, where I showed you exactly how you can fill your calendar with one qualified referral partner every single day, so that at the end of 1 year, you have 40 referral partners, each sending you at least 4 deals a year. And we created a pipeline that can generate 160 deals in a year by just using the executive recruiter. In order to do that, you need to go get a list. And again, we can provide that list for you. It's an add-on that you can purchase. It's $1,000 to get a list of your perfect contacts in your marketplace. Take that list of the perfect referral partners, take the system that we already have built for you, the campaigns, text messages, emails, all of that, all pre-written. Take the list, load it into the campaign, let it run, and book your appointments for you. Then in week number 3, we went through the inbound lead converter. I showed you how we helped one of the largest rate sites in the nation generate over $500,000 in revenue in the first 90 days of taking the automated system that follows up on leads with text messages, emails, ringless voicemails, and real phone calls from a real concierge, and how we were able to more than double the number of qualified appointments that they were generating from their inbound leads, and how you can do that in your business as well. In order to make that happen, all you've got to do is take all of your inbound lead sources, the phone calls that you're getting, the referrals that you're getting, leads that you're buying from other vendors, leads that you're generating from your own social media, hook up all the pathways inside the software so that they all come into the campaign. And again, pre-done campaigns, pre-built for you, so you can just automatically get our messages sending out to those leads and doubling the amount of appointments that you generate from your inbound leads. So that's where we're at so far. Every single one of those systems creates more application appointments so that you can take more applications. In today's system, I'm going to show you how to take all of the applications that you've gotten from the 3 other systems. So we got 3 other systems up here feeding down to the funnel where you're taking applications. Now I'm showing you how to take the applications and turn those into up to 10 new referrals per application that you take. And these are both client referrals and professional referrals to high quality referral partners in your local marketplace that are going to be pre-sold on working with you when you see what I have to give you in the training. So here's what we understand so far at the beginning of week number 4. Number 1, your systems must be automated. Okay. We all understand, we've seen the statistics, we've seen the Forbes study. We all know that if it relies on you, you will be inconsistent. It will be frustrating and it will not work long term. Me too. I understand this because I'm the same. If I'm supposed to be making outbound emails, if I'm supposed to be getting up every day and sending text messages to all of the leads, if I'm the one doing the follow-up, I will do it viciously and intensely for about 2.5 weeks, and then I'll stop. And that puts you on what? The loan officer roller coaster, right? The financial services roller coaster of you do the activities and your business grows, and then you stop doing the activities that brought in the business, and all of a sudden you crest over the hill and you go back down because the activities aren't automated. So the systems must be automated if you want to generate results. Hands down, we all understand that. We're going to move forward together with agreement on that. Second, your systems must be instant. If you're not converting in real time in today's marketplace, you are missing 90% of your opportunities. If you get a lead that's referred to you, if you get somebody who calls your cell phone and it just goes to voicemail, you've missed that opportunity. Yes, you will get some of them by calling them back, but we live in an instant society. And again, we saw from that Forbes study that you're missing 90% of your opportunities if you don't get back to your leads within the first 5 minutes. Okay. That includes when you take a list of your past customers, you engage them with the database activator and they respond back to you, your response has to be within 5 minutes. Same thing with high quality referral partners. Again, these are the top producers, the realtors, financial planners, investment advisors, attorneys, divorce lawyers, solar companies, builders. It's like the list is almost endless with the amount of high quality businesses that can send you business. But if you reach out to them using the executive recruiter and they respond back to you and they don't hear from you for 4 to 6 hours, you've lost the opportunity to win their business because you didn't win them with professionalism up front, right? So all of these systems all hinge on the fact that the communication back to their response is instant, has to happen. We all understand at this point in the challenge that that is a must-have, and we can't be successful moving forward without that system in place. And the third thing that we understand so far is that your systems must be long-term. When you don't have at least 120 days of automated follow-ups, you're missing out on over 50% of the deals in your business. Again, we saw that Forbes study where we saw that it takes an average of 7 qualified touches. That doesn't mean just 7 messages to them, but it means 7 messages that they actually opened, read, had an interaction with, a phone call, an email, a text message, an email that you sent them that was really valuable, a social media post that follows them with the retargeting strategy that I taught you, right? They have to be quality communications with these people in order for you to generate business from that. And if you don't have that long-term follow-up in place, you're missing up to half of the deals that you could be generating just by not having the system in place. So it must be automated, it must be instant, and it must be long-term in order for it to be successful. So in today's training, what I'm going to show you is how to take all of the things that you've gotten up until this point and turn them into even more referrals. So you are even more profitable at this step of application in your business. This is for new professionals that need more application appointments and close deals. So if you're brand new to the business, this is going to help you tremendously in your entire career with every deal that you do, because you are now making every deal more profitable. Every time you take an application, there's going to be more profit in your business as a result of the education that you get here today. No income claims, but once you see how this works, it's unbelievable how much opportunity is out there. The second person that this is for is a seasoned professional that wants more closed deals from your existing inbound calls and leads. You don't want to be spending more money on advertising. You don't want to buy online leads because you know they're low quality. You already have all the assets that you have. You have a pitch for referral partners. You have past customers that you know you can be dealing business with. You already have inbound leads. Maybe you're ranked on Google with our Google program or whatever it is. You just want more from what you already have. This is perfect for you because these automated systems, they don't require more ad spend. They don't require more leads. They don't require your business to be any bigger than it is right now. All we're doing is we're taking the low-hanging fruit and putting systems in place so that you're continually picking that low-hanging fruit for longer periods of time. Then the third person this is for is team leaders that need systems that produce results for your team members and for your referral partners. If you're running a team, we understand that your team members aren't going to make the calls to their past customer database. And again, even if they do, they're not going to do it long term because they're going to get busy and all of a sudden it's going to drop off and their pipeline dries up and they go through the roller coaster, right? So this is so that you can put a system in place for every loan officer that works for you, for every referral partner that works for you. It's got your brand on it and you run the systems for them so that their success is kind of guaranteed for them, or at least you're not making them push a rock up a hill. What you're doing is you're putting them in a cart and you're pushing them down the hill on the other side. And it's like, let's go, buddy. I'm just going to do the work for you, right? So that's who this is for. And I've got a quick disclaimer for you. We're going to go through this really quick and get into the content today. But the reason why, again, my name is Chris Johnstone. If we're meeting for the first time, hello, thank you for being here. I own Connection Incorporated, which is a multi-million-dollar marketing agency. We're doing 10 plus sales appointments a day without me being part of the process. The ads run, our concierge team and the automated systems that I'm giving you access to today at chriscrm.com. We use the exact same software to automate the process of following up with our leads. They book those appointments go to salespeople, those salespeople close deals, and I'm not involved in the process at all. It has taken me a significant amount of time to figure out how to put that all together. And this challenge is my attempt to take all of the knowledge and let's be frank, running at 110 miles an hour as fast as I possibly can, stubbing my toes, falling flat on my face, getting back up, dusting myself off, going and trying it again, and learning every single time I hit a hurdle and I face plant. I have a learning. You can't be the same after you go through that experience. And I have been running and failing and falling for 15 years in the mortgage industry, in not only running our own mortgage business with my dad and running and trying and failing over there, but also learning and being successful, but also running the marketing agency. So my putting this challenge together for you here in January at the beginning of the year, and when you're watching the recordings of this is just as potent at any point in time. But through that process, we have added at Connection Incorporated $1,040,023 in revenue and $849,648 in new profit after automating our appointment booking system with what I'm teaching you through the process. And then we took each of those systems and built them for our clients in the financial services industry. And we are working with mortgage professionals, but we're also working with financial planners, investment advisors, lawyers, divorce attorneys. We're working with a number of other clients that get dramatic results from calling their past customers, setting up referral partner appointments, and doing a better job of converting their inbound leads. And so my challenge here today is to take what I've already built, take a system that's already proven, and just copy it from me in your business so that you can be successful. And then I'm just giving you the support that you need in order to make sure that you're actually with it long enough so that you're successful. So we've gone through past customers and how to get 3% of your past customer database every 90 days in new deals, how to get a pipeline of 160 deals in 1 year from your referral partners, how to double your appointments from your inbound leads. And then today, I'm going to show you how to get 10 or more possible referrals from every application that you get. Now, again, what qualifies me to teach you? Well, I do this every day. Our concierge agents that we have at Connection Incorporated, we have a system that's called the concierge. That's where you can come and pay us, and we will put an appointment setter on the phone using the exact same software that you get access to here today. And our person runs your software and makes the phone calls and books appointments for you. Our average per concierge agent is 5 qualified appointments per day per concierge. Okay. So when you buy the concierge program, our concierge agents have a number of different clients that they work with, and they're booking appointments across the board for everybody every day. We also have a program called the Executive. The Executive is where we will come into your business and we will run our hiring system for you. So we will run all the job ads on ZipRecruiter, LinkedIn, Indeed. We will vet all of the candidates, interview all of the candidates, put them through our testing process, shortlist 1, maybe 2 people that we feel are a perfect fit for you and your organization. Then we hire them on your behalf, and then we certify them through our 2-week certification process. And then we manage that person for you every single day in your business. Either way, we have a system that produces an employee that books on average 5 qualified appointments per day in the mortgage industry, the real estate industry, financial services industry, insurance industry, whatever it is, we have those codes cracked. And that's what we do every day. So if I can, at scale, en masse across our entire organization, consistently produce that result for our people, I know I can help you consistently produce the result yourself in your own business. Again, we helped one of the largest online rate lenders, online rate websites on the internet, create $580,000 in additional revenue in 90 days and increased their applications by 165 new applicants on top of what they already had by running these systems. This is Nick Lecuyer, a client of ours, with the first 100 leads using the Connection Incorporated funnel, which is the follow-up funnel on the leads that he's already generating from online advertising. We booked 26 application appointments, took 14 applications, and has closed 4 deals in the first 45 days as a result of those. Another one of our happy clients, James Lowen, over 20% of our overall revenue comes from the database marketing and Google leads that our team at Connection Incorporated generates for our business. James, a very successful mortgage broker in the Canadian marketplace. This is Eric. While a little skeptical at first, this has to be one of the best decisions I ever made for my business. Since following the steps that Chris and his team have outlined, the amount of quality conversations and incoming traffic have almost doubled my pipeline in just a couple of months. I couldn't have asked for a better business partner. And then Parker, Parker was a brand new loan officer, came into the business, brand new town. He had just moved. He started with our systems the week that he got his mortgage license. In the first 12 months, he converted 26 new referral partners. They have all sent him a deal that has funded and closed. His total close volume in the first year from those 26 referral partners, $11.5 million. And we're hoping to get him another 26 or more referral partners this year, which are going to stack on top of the ones we got last year. And you can see how that snowball kind of comes together. So we're good. We know how to generate results. This is dramatically going to help your business if you implement and you actually invest in the system. So I want to share with you my big aha moment. I've been running a digital marketing agency, like I mentioned, for 15 years at Connection Incorporated. And one day I went to a conference run by an organization called Digital Marketer. And the CEO of Digital Marketer, Ryan Deiss, got on stage. This guy, wicked smart. I was part of their mastermind. They've got a mastermind called War Room, or they did. They ended up transitioning out of that business. But I was part of the War Room for a year. And Ryan got up on stage and changed my life during one of those mastermind presentations. And it was almost like an off the cuff, not really a part of his core presentation. His core presentation was like, digital marketing has taken over. Our company is called Digital Marketer. And my biggest call for the largest trend that's going to happen this year is that businesses are going to make far more money by getting on the phone with their clients and customers. And that speech was one of the genesises to us building the concierge department and starting to deliver that service to our customers. But in that presentation, he said, referrals cost you nothing, and they are your best opportunities. And it hit me right between the eyes, because it all kind of like came together when I realized, as he was going through, like, referrals close at a higher percentage. How many of you out there right now know that when you get a referral from a realtor or a past client, you've got a higher likelihood to actually close that person into a customer? If that's true in your business, hit me with a 1 in the comments. Head on over to the Q&A panel and hit me with a 1. Yeah, perfect. Jeffrey, Alex, Lourdes, anonymous attendee. Oh, sneaky. Okay, Alexa, I need you to go into the Zoom settings for the meeting, and I need you to open up the chat. So everybody that's typing in, that's the Q&A panel. That's great. We can still interact there, but there is also a chat function. And Alexa, if you could head into the background there and get that enabled for our friends here, that would be fantastic. So yes, we all know referrals close at a higher percentage. Referrals are more likely to refer. So when they have been referred by somebody else, they're more likely to refer their friends and family and co-workers when they come through the process with you. Referrals are actually more likely to leave an online rating and review. They've been pre-sold on working with you, and they want to share that experience after the transaction happens. Referrals are easy to work with because A, they don't want to go back to the person that referred them and be like, hey, that was a horrible experience, right? They want to be easy to work with so that they have a great experience, so they come out open that you're the best possible option until you prove yourself otherwise, right? And referrals are more profitable. There is zero acquisition cost on having somebody call you and say, hey, I just talked to Bob. Bob said, you're amazing. I'm in the market for a mortgage right now, and I need some help. It costs you almost nothing to generate that phone call. Whereas if you're paying for online advertising, you could be paying hundreds of dollars, if not in some cases, like for reverse mortgage funnels, those leads are incredibly expensive. You could be paying thousands of dollars in order to generate that one really high quality phone call. When it's a referral, it's just there, right? There's no cost of ads in order to make that happen. So when you have an automated referral creation system with people, you are unstoppable. And I came out of that meeting with Ryan Deiss and I said, I have the CRM program. This is incredible. Now it's up to me. I'm the one that is, at that point, I didn't have the automated systems in place. It was like leads would come in, I'd have them in a pipeline, I would have to broadcast to them. I hadn't gone in and really leveraged the technology the way that it was supposed to be. Maybe you have a CRM right now and you're like, this thing is amazing and I know it can do all of these things, but you haven't actually got it doing those amazing things yet because the automation is not built. You're not sure what to put in the messages. This is a huge pain point, right? Which is again why I've written all of this for you, built your systems with the triggers already pre-built, and armed you with the support that you need to get it all set up. But that was the problem that I was in. And so I relied on my people. And we made some key hires at Connection Incorporated. And one of the things I said was referrals. We want to get referrals. We're going to use this system. And then I had the people to help me with that. And when you get the support with the system, you are absolutely unstoppable. So I came back from that event and I went to work. And I said, okay, phase one, I need to get referrals from our existing clients. And that is when I created the database activator, which is the system that we learned in week one, number one, where you go out to your previous customers and you generate business from that, right? And then I was sitting down looking at the numbers in our business and I had this massive aha moment. I was like, okay, this system works for our past customers, people that I've done business with in the past. We can generate a significant amount of business from those people. But then look at the amount of customers that we have that come into our business. And think about this in your business. How many people do you take applications from or that come in as leads that you don't do business with? At Connection Incorporated, it was almost an 80-20 split. We only close sales from 20% of the customers that we deliver a sales presentation to or that come in as a lead into one of our funnels. So we all know Pareto's principle. If you don't, it's the law basically of the universe that like 80% of the crops come from 20% of the seeds that are planted. That's the 80-20 rule. And so I was like, wait a minute. Yes, we're doing business with 20% of our opportunities, which is amazing. But if I'm trying to generate referrals and I want as many referrals as possible, 80% of the people that we interact with don't do business with us. What would happen if I focused on the 80% to get referrals? The first month that we started testing, getting referrals to our business from people that didn't buy from us, we created $6,500 in new revenue with zero advertising cost. These are people we were already on the phone with. These are people that were leads that were already generated, people that had already happily came through our process that sent us referrals that resulted in $6,500 in new revenue with no advertising costs. So I was over the moon. So basically the way that it works is like every time that somebody comes in for a consultation, and I'll show you this in subsequent sections, at the end, we've designed a process that's so valuable that we can ask them at the end, be like, hey, look, it looks like you're not moving forward right now. Totally cool. Do you know 2 or 3 people that you could refer us to that would get value from this presentation that you just came through? So that's what we had set up at Connection Incorporated. And then I met Wally Alibieri. If you're in the mortgage industry, you probably know who he is. His company does over $200 million in production and is still continuing to grow. He was on our podcast, the Loan Officer Wealth Podcast. If you're not subscribed, after the presentation, go to Google, type in the Loan Officer Wealth Podcast, head on over to iTunes or wherever you listen to your Spotify podcasts. Subscribe. It's phenomenal because I have people like Wally that come on the podcast and tell me exactly what they're doing in their business in order to generate results. And what Wally said to me is that they generate far more business by adding a part to their application process that generates referrals before people do business with them. And I had this aha moment. I was like, wait, the same thing that I'm doing at Connection Incorporated by asking referrals from people while they're coming through the sales process is what Wally is doing in his mortgage business to ask for people for referrals in business from the people that are submitting applications in their mortgage business. And I was like, it works for both. The massive opportunity in financial services and in the mortgage industry is a system that produces pre-sold professional referral partner relationships when you are onboarding the client, okay? So here's my journey for you. We want to start generating referrals from clients. I showed you how to do that with the database activator. Now we're going to set up a system that gets referrals from clients that are submitting an application. And then system number 3, I'm going to show you how to get referrals from referral partners from the applications that you're getting. So every application that you take, you get referrals for customers and you get referrals for new referral partners to do business with. Once I figured that out, I was like, this is incredible, but will it work for our clients in the mortgage business? So let me ask you some quick questions to see if this is right for you. Do you ask your current clients for referrals every 90 days? Put a yes or no in the Q&A panel for me. So do you ask your current clients for referrals every 90 days? So we got a bunch of no's in here. And so totally okay. Because in week number 1, I showed you how to do that. And anonymous, Christine, Jeffrey, Alex, Kurt, totally okay, right? We now know there's money in that database and we should be asking for those referrals. This is low-hanging fruit. It's like almost like no income claims. It's free money. Just sitting there in the database, all we got to do is reach out, ask for it, people will send it. It's amazing, right? Question number 2, do you ask every applicant for referrals after the application process? If the answer to that question is no, huzzah, we've got more free money for you. Do you ask every applicant for referral partner referrals as part of the application process? Yes or no? If you said no to any of those questions, this system will work for you and will make a dramatic and immediate impact on the results that you get from the applications that you take. When you implement this system, you get more results from every application in your business. Now, the trick that your brain is going to try to play on you from this point forward is that this is easy, which it is. It's almost ridiculously easy, isn't it? We just need to communicate to the people that we're already taking an application from and ask them for referrals and ask them for referral partners. That's easy. But, okay, your brain is going to say, that's easy. I understand that. I can do that, but it's not done yet. And we've all had this thought before. This is probably information that you've already got, right? But it's not implemented to this point because you haven't had the system in order to make it easy to implement, and you haven't had the support to help you implement it properly. Because once the system is set up, it just runs on autopilot for you. You don't necessarily have to think about it. You just have to make sure the contacts keep going into the system in order to run it. So your brain is designed to run away from fear and towards comfort. We are hardwired from being cavemen. That's programming is still in there. Our brains still work the same way as they did when we were being chased by mountain lions, right? Our basic deal is like, get out of bed, don't die, be as comfortable as possible, while going through that process and then getting to go to sleep again, right? And so we need to understand that our brain is designed to protect us. And that's a good thing. It is designed to keep us comfortable. It's designed to keep us safe. The problem is when you are growing a business and when you are responsible for making sales and for making money in your business, the only way to grow and become better is outside of your comfort zone. So all of the thoughts that come into your brain, like this is easy, I can do this on my own, it's simple, this won't work because it's worked for 25 years and now TikTok exists and so the fundamentals don't work anymore, right? Like you're gonna get all of these excuses that your brain is gonna put into your subconscious because it wants to be comfortable, it doesn't want to do the work, it doesn't want you to have to get outside of your comfort zone. But if you want to grow, and if you want to achieve more in your life, you have to do it outside of the comfort zone. That's the only place that growth comes from. And so we need to be cognizant of that while going through the next 30 days together and understand that we are going to be outside of your comfort zone. We are going to be working on things that you're not necessarily going to be good at while you're implementing the software, and that's okay. Because once you've done it for 30 days, you will be comfortable with it. You will be in the comfort zone, and then you're bigger, you're stronger, you've got greater assets, you've got greater understandings, you've got greater skills, and you're back in your comfort zone, but you are surrounded by a system and technology that's going to move your business even further. And that's the process that I'm going to help walk you through. And I've created the process in a way where it's the easiest as it possibly can be for you. I've literally spent years writing all of the call scripts, the follow-up emails, the text messages, the voicemail messages, building the surveys, building the landing pages, building the automations, making sure I've got the right software package for you to actually implement the whole thing so that you can quickly implement this with the least amount of effort and the greatest chance of success. That's what this is all about. Now, when I went through this process, I went through all of the different CRMs out there. I even got to a point where I was willing to pay software developers to develop my own software to run these systems that I'm about to teach you. And this is the quote that I got back. It was 1,598 hours at $45 an hour. It was $71,910 to build the software. And then I went to another mastermind meeting, not the one with the war room, but another one where I worked with the mastermind, told them that I was going to build the software to be able to do all of these incredible things that you can now do. And I had a guy pull me aside at the back of the room and he was like, Chris, man, don't invest that money in that software company. Go check out High Level. They had just been launched. I was within the first couple of months of the software being launched on their beta program. And I've been using it ever since. And it does everything that we need it to do. And now you can buy High Level with zero markup from me. If you go to chriscrm.com, you can buy High Level. There's zero markup on it. It's $297 a month. And you get it loaded with all of my campaigns, with everything that you need. Plus you get access to our daily support calls, which is a Zoom call where my team is there to help you build your advertising campaign, set up your software, do the whole thing. And then we've got a mastermind call that goes along with it as well. So after 15 years, I tried the hard way. I tried all the software packages. I figured everything out for you. And today you get my easy button. So let's get into it. Let's get into the application appointments from week number 4 so I can share with you what I've learned over the years. So there are 3 secrets to generating more deals from your applications. Secret number 1, your business can immediately generate more of the highest quality customers available without spending $1 on advertising. And this is how to turn every customer you have in your database, an application that you take, into new referrals, even if you don't end up doing business with them. Secret number 2, your existing applications can actually generate more referrals than your database does, and it takes less work. And that is how to use your new system to transform your applications into 8 new referral opportunities almost effortlessly and skyrocket your profitability. And then secret number 3 that we're going to go through is the one simple question that turns your closing process into a deal creating machine that can double your pipeline. And that is how to dumbfound your competition by leveraging the area of your business that never makes money for anybody in the mortgage industry, hardly ever, right, into the most powerful marketing engine available. So let's get into it. Secret number 1, your business can immediately generate more of the highest quality customers available without spending $1 on advertising. This is how to turn every customer you have in your database and application you take into new referrals, even if they don't end up doing business with you. So the reason why I figured this out is because in Connection Incorporated, in our agency business, I basically have printing press, basically. I have a funnel that just prints money. And so these are our stats from the last month of running the system. So I invested $20,146.33 in advertising, and that's across Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And I'm not saying that to brag. $20,000, in my opinion, is a very small budget. We're trying to scale, as you know, I'm running and falling on my face and learning as we go along the process. So I'm not saying that to brag or boast. It's just what the numbers are. Now, what I did with that $20,146.33 is I generated 614 leads total. Our total cost per lead was $32.81, and we had 20.16% of the people who clicked on our advertisement actually became leads in the business. Out of the 614 people that became leads, we generated 112 consults. That means 18.24% of the leads that we generated turned into actual sales presentations. That means I'm spending basically $180 in advertising to acquire a consultation in the business. Out of 112 people that booked a consultation, 79 of them showed up. That means 70% of the people actually showed up to the meeting with our team so that we could help them, right? Out of the 79 meetings that we had where we provide value, we did 33 sales, which is 41.77%. So 41% of the people that got on the phone with our team went through the process that I told you at the beginning of this presentation. Like, hey, here's exactly what you need to do. Is that valuable? Yes. Would you like us to help you? Yes or no, right? Super low key, no high pressure sales techniques, nothing. 41%. We collected $50,814 in revenue, and our return on investment was $30,667.67, which is a 252% ROI within 30 days. So I have that. And so I can take money, invest it in online advertising, and turn it into customers within 30 days. That's amazing. You can do the same thing in your mortgage business too, but it's very difficult. In order for me to get a funnel performing like that, took me 14 months. Okay, over a year of changing the follow-up emails, changing the ad copy, changing the lead generation page, adding new traffic sources, getting rid of traffic sources, like constantly working on the funnel. This is what I do. This is what I'm passionate about. I run a digital marketing agency. It doesn't just come out of the gate doing that. It's a tremendous amount of work. And then I sit back and I think about Ryan Dice on stage telling me, Chris, man, referrals can transform your business. They close at a higher percentage. They're more likely to refer. They're more likely to leave an online review. They're easier to work with. Referrals are more profitable, right? All of those things. So even though I've got this machine where I can invest $1 and get back $2.30, right? There's a better way to scale. And it's almost zero cost. So it's far more profitable as well. So why not do both, right? We've got the paid advertising system figured out over here. Let's go get the easy money. So as soon as I got into that level of thinking, I built the system and the automation in order to start generating referrals. There are 3 parts to it. It's the same 3 parts in your business as it is in our business. Part 1 is the value-based consultation. When you have somebody that takes an application in your mortgage business, it has to be a valuable process. It can't just be a mortgage application, okay? Part 2 is the Columbo close, which I'll teach you here in just a second. And then part number 3 is the automatic follow-up system, which we call the referral activator. So part number 1, the value-based consultation. Your application process needs to be education-based. So here is how you run an education-based consultation for your business, okay? Number 1, you get somebody that either shows up at your office to submit a mortgage application, or you get somebody that's online on a Zoom like this and you're walking them through the online application. I believe that every application that you take should not be sending somebody to your online application in order to fill it out. If you take the time to get on the phone with them, you will fill more of them out and you will close more of the people that you actually took through the process. It is worth it to spend the time to walk somebody through at least this step in the process. And what some of our clients do is they will do this meeting and then say, hey, great, now all I need you to do is just finish this application online and send them the rest of the application that needs to be filled out, and then they close them. But putting the value-based consultation as part of the actual application process transforms the experience for your client so it becomes a referable process, okay? Every single lender that, I shouldn't say every, almost every single lender that is going through the process with a client is saying, fill out my online app, right? Or rushing them through the process of just like, oh, hey, nice to talk to you. You got kids? Yeah, I got kids too. Okay, great. What's your sin? Let's be real. People are just trying to crush through those as fast as they possibly can. But when you take an additional 10 to 15 minutes at the beginning of every presentation and you wrap a value-based process in front of the application process, you can transform your entire business because it becomes an experience that they can tell somebody else about. So here's how you construct that. First off, you clarify their needs. Hey, thank you for being on the consultation here together today. I'm here to help you set a financial plan and make sure that you get the right financing for your needs. But before we do that, I'd like to get to know you a little bit better, make sure we're in the right position. And I really need to understand, why are you buying a house? Why are you refinancing? Why are you buying a second property? What are you looking to do? Clarify their needs and reveal the client's goals. Getting to the point where you understand the long-term vision of what this person is trying to do, why they're trying to buy a house. It's not just like, I want a roof over my head and whatever, I want some equity in 5 years, right? There's a real reason why they're looking to move. It might be to access a school district that they think is going to provide a better life for their kids because they didn't get that when they were a kid. Like, there's all kinds of things that you can reveal. And as soon as they've given you that information, it's incredibly difficult to sell against you based on rate when you've set the relationship, you've set the tone, and you understand their long-term vision, and you are constantly speaking to the long-term vision of the client and what it is that they want. So clarify their needs, reveal the client's goals, take the application, and then add the mystery step. The mystery step I'm going to teach you in secret number 2, okay? But right now we're going to take the application after we've got the goals. Identify the roadblocks and the pain that the client is going to face, okay? This can be very simple for everybody that you take an application from. I'll give you the main roadblock that they're going to run into. Listen, this is going to be a process, and today's market is a buyer's market. So we're going to have to teach you some negotiating strategies now that are going to come into play with real estate. And you can talk about seller buybacks, concessions, that sort of thing. But what you always want to tell everybody is, like, when you're going through the mortgage process, there is a critical mistake that a lot of people make that most people don't understand. And it is this: when you start looking for a home, you're immediately going to get excited about moving to a new place, having access to a little bit of capital. And most people will make the killer mistake of quitting their job too soon, changing their income, or making a major purchase, which could be a car, a boat, even the wrong cell phone plan. We are now in your corner as your financial advisor. And before you make any of those positions, you have access to our team to make sure that you're on the right financial plan, because I need your credit, I need your income, and I need your down payment to be as optimized as possible so that I can do my job in making sure that you get the best rate possible with the financing that you're going to get. Now, obviously there's some compliance things that you need to make sure that are in there, but I wanted to give you the overall message that you give to your clients. Like, it's not just what's your rate, it's there are 3 things that make up your rate and you're responsible for it. And I'm going to coach you through the process to make sure that on closing day, you've put yourself in the best possible position in order to get the rate that it is that you deserve, right? But anybody that quotes you an online rate that doesn't coach you through the process is setting you up for failure in 90 days, because if you make one of these mistakes, it's not going to help. So immediately you're selling off any of the rate competition, you're selling off and building the relationship with the client. And they're going, as soon as they learn something, when they learn one thing through identifying the roadblocks that they're going to go through, all of a sudden it's a consultation, it's not a sales pitch. And you've now provided more value than anybody else that they're going to talk to in the mortgage industry. Not only do you win the business, but when they're off the phone, they're like, that was amazing. That was super valuable. Now they've got something they can tell their friends about, their family members, their coworkers. It's a referable process. If it's just a mortgage application, you can't refer that. But if you create a process that's valuable where they learn something, you can refer it, right? So that's what we want. Then you explain your process and the value of the solution, which is, here's what I do. I help coach you through the whole process, make sure your credit's in the best possible scenario that it can be, walk you through the whole process. And then you give value by reviewing the plan and the education at the end with the client. So by the end of that value-based consultation, they're sold. Now, how many of y'all remember the Columbo? He was like the detective with the way too big, I forget what those things are, trench coat. And so Columbo would always he'd have it all sort of kind of figured out, but at the end of every episode, he would tie it all together. And the person that had done the crime or whatever, would think they'd gotten away with it. They'd tricked him and they're just about to walk out the back door. They put their hand on the door and he goes, "Oh, by the way," and he asks the one question that gets them to slip up, that cracks the case and then does the whole thing, the Columbo. So we call the Columbo close at the very end, architected all the way to that point where we've delivered the sales presentation. There's massive value in that presentation for the client. And then just about as we're about to wrap up the call, we say, "Oh, by the way, while I have you here, did you find this process valuable? Was that educational?" "Yeah, absolutely. It was amazing." "Okay, so you enjoyed that?" "Yeah." Our business is built on referrals. And it would be, well, I won't spoil the script for you, but what we do at the very end is we say, "Look, that was a referable process. Do you know 2 or 3 people that would get value from finding out what their financial situation looks like to see if they want to buy, sell, or refinance. And at the very end, you're asking for referrals right on the application call when you've taken the application call from the client. Then, as soon as you're done, you will generate referrals right there at the end of the call. But not only that, you're planting the seed so that when they go out and they are talking to realtors, they're talking to their friends, their family members, coworkers, all of that, they're going to start sending you referrals while they're going through the process of shopping. In order to remind them to do that, we've got to create the referral activator. And that is a process inside the high-level CRM that I give you, where you just drop a tag on them, it drops them into the follow-up, and the follow-up keeps in touch with those people that you've pre-qualified in order to generate more referrals. Now, we went through and figured out that process at Connection Incorporated. So when you come into Connection Incorporated, we take you through a very valuable 45-minute consultation. We help you identify all the low-hanging fruit in your business. We give you the plans in order to go out and get the money. And then at the end, it's like, did you find value from the presentation today? Would you like us to help you with that? Yes or no? Then they go through the process of either buying or not buying. And then at the end, it's like, oh, hey, by the way, we also help financial planners, investment advisors, realtor teams that are reputable. We don't work with individual realtors, but realtor teams, brokers. Do you know any of those people right now that would benefit from the exact same business marketing analysis that you just went through today? And now, at our sales process, by adding the Columbo at the end of the sales presentation and re-architecting our sales process to be from like a hardcore closing process to now like super awesome and amazing, and people are happy even if they didn't buy something from us, we've gone from 0 referrals coming from our sales process to we now average 5 referrals a week from people that are coming in, having a presentation with us and not buying from us, but sending us 5 referrals as a result of the process. And that's what I want for you. So at Connection Incorporated, we got this all figured out, and we have an affiliate program. If you go to affiliate.theexecutiveinnercircle.com, you can sign up as an affiliate for Connection Incorporated. We have a program called The Executive where we hire an appointment setter and we place them inside an organization. Again, we do all the hiring and all of that good stuff. That program is $5,000. It's set up, and then there's a monthly fee that goes along with it. It's exceptionally valuable. If you know an insurance agent or a financial planner, wealth manager, lawyer that is not actively communicating with their database and they don't have weekly appointments with referral partners, it's a no-brainer for them. So you can go to affiliate.theexecutiveinnercircle.com, sign up as an affiliate, send a link over to that other person that the program gives you, and just say, hey, you might want to set up a consultation with these people. They'll do a free marketing analysis on your business, and it's super valuable. I went through it. It was great. You don't have to buy anything, but you'll learn a lot about the marketing in your business as a result of going through that process. Well, if they sign up for the executive at $5,000, we pay you $1,000. And so it's the exact same thing at the end of the consultation. It's just our salespeople are now the affiliates at the end. And we want the exact same thing happening in your business. Every single time you take an application from somebody, architect the process so that there's true value. When you get to the end, you do the Columbo close. Hey, was that valuable for you? Yes. Do you have any friends, family members, or coworkers that would benefit from an analysis like this so that they can determine whether they're going to buy, sell, or refinance in the future? You know what? I do. I have some people. You can immediately generate referrals. And then you say, thank you so much. And oh, by the way, our business is built on your referrals. Can I count on you to send you over everybody that you come across that would benefit from this? And you plant that seed for the long-term referrals. Here's the way the money math works out on this, okay? So if you're doing 5 deals a month right now, and let's just say you're taking 20 applications a month to generate those 5 deals. Well, that gives you a grand total of 25 referral opportunities per month that you've got. If you end up with a 20% referral rate on 25 consultations that you've done or 25 applications that you've done, that's 5 referrals a month. If you close 25% of those referrals, that's 1.25 deals per month. That's 15 deals a year for free from applications that you're already taking with customers right now. You change nothing in your business. Just ask the people that you're taking applications from right now for referrals and follow up with them after the consultation, continuing to provide value and ask for referrals. 15 deals per year at $3,000 a deal. Again, this is not an income claim. We're just using rough math, rough $3,000 a deal. If you go across, obviously this isn't California. It's not Idaho either, right? And nothing against either of those places, but like if you take the average across the nation, $3,000 a year, you take your number, insert it in there. Again, not an income claim, just helping you to figure out how to go through the math, right? So if you're doing an additional 15 deals a year, $3,000 a year, it's $45,000 a year, or $3,750 a month, which may not sound like a lot, or it might, every $3,750 or $45,000 a year helps. But I figured that it was useful for us to kind of put that into like context, right? Is it worth it to do the work and break an old pattern and install a new pattern that generates a better result for you? Well, this is a Lamborghini Urus. It is $218,009. It's a 2021. Not my cup of tea, to be completely honest. I'm looking for like a 1983 Land Rover Defender that I can drive to the beach. They're about, 25 grand. Anyways, I digress with the whole beach thing. But Lamborghini Urus, over $200,000 on purchase price. If you put a 60-month term on that, 3.49% interest with Lamborghini financing and 10% down payment at $21,800. And your payment is $3,568 a month. So is it worth it to ask one question at the end of every application that you take to potentially make enough income to drive a Lamborghini every month? I would say it's not that much extra effort in order to be able to have the cash flow in order to live something like that. So at this point, can you see yourself tapping into this incredibly easy to get low-hanging fruit? And is it worth it for you to take a little bit of time in order to get this implemented? And let me know in the chat. So Preston is saying, what's the campaign called in the snapshot? I've got it in the slide here, Preston. I'll let you know in just a second. All right, awesome. Sounding good. All right. So secret number 2, your existing applications can actually generate more referrals than your database does, and it actually takes less work. How to use your new system to transform your applications into 8 new referral opportunities almost effortlessly and skyrocket your profitability. Again, this is Vince. In the last year, he generated $416,000 in revenue in his organization as a result of the marketing system that we ran for his business. And this is a part of what we're doing for him. So when I discovered that appointments double your sales, we realized that our lead generation competitors were one of our greatest assets. So we used to be in the business of like, hey, people would come to us and they would buy Facebook ads from us. We were really well known in the mortgage industry for Facebook ads. But we would only close, or our clients, I should say, would really only close like 3 to 5% of those leads. And that's if they were crushing it, letting us run the automation systems and doing the whole thing. When I started running the systems to book appointments for our clients, I had a massive transformation in my mindset because I realized that I was no longer in the lead business. I didn't want to generate leads for our clients anymore. Facebook leads, Instagram leads, Google and YouTube are still good. You can still generate a good profit from those, but the amount of work and effort that is required in order to take a lead from social media like Facebook and Instagram and turn it into something for an average person in the financial services industry, it's so difficult that the majority of them are not successful with it. And I didn't want to grow my business with the majority of the clients not being able to produce the result that I knew that was possible, right? So I made the pivot that I'm no longer in the lead business. We are in the appointments and sales business. So we provide the automation software and the concierge agents in order to fill your calendar with qualified appointments with either people that want to submit mortgage applications or referral partners that want to send business and do business with you. And we totally transformed. Well, as soon as I had that realization, I realized that we convert the leads that all of the other people that used to be competitors of ours are generating. So if you look at Andrew and his company Lead Pops, they're absolutely incredible at generating leads. So we now reached out and partnered with them, and now we're promoting Lead Pops And Lead Pops is promoting our appointment booking service because it's like peanut butter and jelly, right? I had the realization that Zillow is not a competitor. Zillow is actually an asset because I can go to any mortgage professional in the mortgage industry that's paying for Zillow leads, and I can double the amount of qualified appointments that they generate from those leads by using the system in order to actually work the leads. So as soon as I realized that those people aren't competitors, they're an asset, I wanted to start going out and getting more referral appointments with these companies. So what I did was I built the system and I automated it, an automated system to go out and actually generate those relationships. So we're still doing the value-based consultation, which is called the connector, right? We're driving people into our sales funnel. You're driving salespeople into your sales funnel. You're getting applications. Then I put them through the trusted partner framework and campaign, and then I put them in the automatic follow-up system. So here's how it works. The consultation is the exact same. This is exactly what we just learned. When you get somebody on a mortgage application, you clarify their needs, reveal their goals, take the application, and then add the connector to the actual application that you're taking over the phone. The rest of the steps are the exact same. Identify the roadblocks that they're going to face, explain your process and the value of your solution, and then give value by reviewing the plan, educating them, and then hit them with the Columbo. But you'll notice we've added one simple step in the middle, the connector. The connector is asking for the professional referral partners during the actual application process. The script goes like this: to give you the maximum value today and make sure I cover every area of your business that holds low-hanging fruit for you, who are the other providers that you're currently working with to buy or generate your own leads? That is the question that we ask at Connection Incorporated. I have the script for you on the mortgage side in just a second here. But again, in our business in Connection Incorporated, we're now going through and saying, hey, what lead vendors are you working with? Who are you buying your leads from? And how can we help you with that? And then we're getting referrals to those companies so we can reach out and call them. So the number one problem that you're going to run into when you're reaching out to these partners is the fact that most of them have gatekeeper. So if you're out there and you're making calls to realtors pick up their phone, right? But if you're calling lawyers, financial planners, accountants, attorneys, financial planners, none of them pick up their phones. They are all behind a gatekeeper. And this trusted referral partner framework actually solves that problem. Because the number one problem with booking appointments with referral partners other than realtors is getting through the gatekeeper. And so this script gets you through the gatekeepers. Because what we've done in the application process is we've said, okay, who are all of the referral partners that you're working with? We don't call them referral partners, but it's like, who's your lawyer? Who's your financial planner? And you ask for all of their contact information. Then after you're done the consult, you're reaching out to those people and you say, hi, this is, and your concierge name or just you calling directly. Hey, this is Chris Johnstone calling. I work with your name and we have a mutual client name. So in our scenario, if Bob was the concierge agent, right? Hi, this is Bob calling from Connection Incorporated. I work with Chris Johnstone and we have a mutual client called Bob the client. And as soon as you say we have a mutual client, the gatekeeper totally transforms from I'm the gatekeeper and I've got to make sure that nobody gets through to I'm the best service-based person in the business and I have to provide phenomenal customer support to all of our customers, right? Because that's what they're being told by whoever runs the business. Don't let people get through and talk to me and make sure that our clients get incredible service. So now what bucket are you in when you call? You're now in the customer service bucket and not the gatekeeper bucket. And so what that allows you to do is to then open up and say, hey, they've got some things about the account they'd love to connect with. Because this is a mutual client, we've heard great things about you. When can I sneak in some time into professional's calendar so that we can have this appointment together? And boom, you are through the gatekeeper. Then you simply drop them into the campaign called the Local Dawn, and that follows up with all of your old potential referral partners and keeps in touch with them. And again, We have an affiliate program at Connection Incorporated. You can go to affiliate.theexecutiveInnerCircle.com, sign up as an affiliate. And if you know any lawyers, financial planners, investment advisors, attorneys, big real estate teams, that sort of thing, you can sign up, get a link, send them an email with your link in it and just say, hey, I think that you should sign up for this free consultation. They're going to give you a marketing analysis for 45 minutes, identify all the low-hanging areas of fruit in your business, and then give you the plan to go get it. And then if you want to work with them, they can, but it's all low-key, no high-pressure sales pitch. And again, that's how we're working it through our side at Connection Incorporated. We're asking everybody that comes through as a consultation to give us their vendor list, and then we're reaching out to the vendors. So once it was successful in our business to get professional referral partners, I built this system for you in your business. It's the exact same, okay? So we go through the value-based consultation with your client, we add the connector, we do the trusted partner framework and campaign, and then put them in the automatic follow-up system. So again, your consultation, clarify the needs, reveal their goals, take the application, and add the connector, which I'll show you here in just a second. Identify the roadblocks that they're going to face, explain your process and the value of the solution, and give value by reviewing the plan and the education. Now, this is your connector script while you are doing the application process with your client. And it goes like this. We are a very unique lender, and all of the reviews that you see about us online are 5 stars because of our comprehensive financial success process and our preferred partner network. We work with you to plan your long-term goals so that this application is a stepping stone to wealth. We work with your current network of professionals as well as provide our entire network of certified professionals that we trust because of our years of experience together. Could you please provide a list of your current financial team? And so what we're telling them is, hey, you're going to be dealing with some people, and we're happy to work with them and work back and forth so that there's very little paperwork for you. But we also have a network of trusted professionals that we can introduce you to while going through this process. So what have you done? You've just opened up the relationship with all of the professional connections that they can send to you, and you've opened it up that you're going to be referring them out to all of the professional referrals that they don't have. So you're literally getting a list of all the opportunities that you have. Either you're going to get somebody that you can reach out to and generate a new relationship with, or they leave it blank, which means they don't have a relationship, which means you know all of the people that you can refer them to through the process. Every single application that you take in your business is an opportunity to send a referral to a financial planner, to an accountant, yes, to a realtor, to a financial planner, to a title company. There's all kinds of opportunities, and very few people in the mortgage business structure their application process so that they have the data to understand who they can refer them to. And you can see that there are basically 8 different referral partners that you can ask for in this financial success audit. And then you get to reach out to those people. So you can see here, we have a survey. It's built into the it's built into the high level snapshot that you get when you buy high level through us. And it's a survey that you can send out to people after you've done the application with them and just say, hey, here's the form that you fill out to give us the information for all the partners that you're working with. And they put their information in, and then it's like, okay, who's your accountant, who's your realtor, and it's all pre-programmed right into the form. And then all of that information is automatically attached to their contact record inside the CRM so that you have all of the information. Then what do? You take all the partners that they've given you in that form and you reach out. Hi, this is Bob the concierge calling from Chris Johnstone's office. We have a mutual client named client name. We've heard some great things about you. I'd love to sneak into the calendar for 15 minutes so that we can talk about whether or not we're a good referral relationship to work back and forth together. And boom, every single application that you get is an opportunity for 6, 7, 8 new referral partners. And if they don't have referral partners, then it's an opportunity for you to take an existing relationship that you already have and refer that person over to your referral partner. Either way, you just keep in touch with those people long-term, and the local Dawn framework goes out to the referral partners, not to the client, okay? So all your referral partners go into the local Dawn. So now if we take the money math on this, and let's say we're still doing 20 applications a month, right? We've got an average of 4 to 8 referral partners per applicant that you generate in the business, because not everybody's gonna have the full 8 referral partners that they're generating, right? Well, if you've got 20 times 4 months, that's a potential of 80 potential referral partners over just 4-month period of time. Well, if you close 5% of those 80 potential referral partners, just 5% of them into new referral partners, that's 4 new referral partners per month. Plus, keep in mind, you're also using the Colombo to actually generate referrals from them. So if you're getting 4 new referral partners per month, that's 40 per year. If you're getting 4 deals per year per partner, that's 160 deals in a year. 160 deals at $3,000 per deal, that's $480,000 a year, or $40,000 a month in income from referral partners that you've generated by adding one simple little questionnaire to an application process that you're already doing, that you already have in your business. And again, it's not an income claim. I'm just showing you rough math so that you can conceptualize, because if this is your first time going through this process of, wait a minute, all I have to do is have a little form with my mortgage application that asks them for 8 people's contact information, it can be that powerful. It's just math. Everybody's math is going to be different. Everybody's results are going to be different. It's about effort and implementation, all those wonderful things. So I'm not making an income claim here, but it's to open your eyes to the possibility that happen in here. So what does $40,000 a month represent, right? In order for our brains to understand, we're going to have to do a little bit of work in order to get this stuff implemented. It's good to anchor to something that has a positive affirmation that you can see. Well, popped on to Zillow and took a look at the most expensive zip code in the United States on real estate. And the most expensive is actually La Jolla, California, I believe. Depends on which blog you read. But for rough sake, I found myself trailing down the coast to this beautiful $6 million listing, 5.9. It is a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 5,343 square foot home at Oceanfront Street in San Diego, California. Man, look at that view. It's crazy when you look at the pictures from the kitchen. The whole back of the house is glass, looks out over the Pacific Ocean. Absolutely stunning. $5.9 million home, estimated mortgage payment, $33,925. Look at that. You would have enough to cover your mortgage payment and park your Lamborghini Urus in the driveway with a little bit left over for like Starbucks or whatever, right? And again, not an income claim, but it's a fun way to take a look at, like, okay, hey, maybe getting 4 new referral partners a month is worth the effort, because I understand there's a lot of you that don't see value in dealing with realtors, right? And financial planners. There's struggles there too. Nothing's easy. Is it worth it to put in the effort in order to get the rewards? That's up for you to decide. But I find that anchoring it to something that's cool and a little bit outside of your comfort zone is always a good way to get the first step started. So we're done. Secret number 2. Who understands the power of implementing the system and is excited to transform every application that you generate in your business right now into a pipeline of referrals and referral partners? Because we've got the Colombo, which generates referrals to clients and customers. And then we actually have the application process where we're getting all of the referral partners information, which has just created us a pipeline of referral partners that we can reach out to, right? So glad to see you're all excited. That is awesome. Hit me with a yes in the comments. Lourdes, I like it. Brilliant and organic. Kurt, thank you so much. Alex, thank you so much. Wesley, yes. All right, cool. Awesome. So next up, secret number 3, the one simple question that turns your closing process into a deal creating machine that can double your pipeline. And this is, I love this, how to dumbfound your competition by leveraging the area of your business that never makes money into the most powerful marketing engine available. How about a sub-headline on that one? A little bit too big for a Google ad, but I think that would do all right on Facebook. So anyways, remember, at this point, we've transformed your business by getting up to 10 referrals for every application that you take, 8 professional referral partners, and up to 2 actual referrals to clients as a result of the actual application process. You haven't even closed a deal yet. And so when we look at the mortgage business, everybody gives clients their application and then kicks them out of the office and says, call me when you find out, right? And applicants are actually more likely to refer you business than a past customer is. So in week number 1, I taught you the database activator because everybody understands I haven't called my past clients in 90 days. I'm losing money because I'm not making those phone calls. I don't have a system. I need a system. I need to be making that. And that's where I'm going to get the money from. Everybody understands that linearly. We're unpacking this in week number 4 because it's a little bit more of a controversial or a deeper topic. But when somebody gets an application from you, they are in the market, what Google calls the zero moment of truth. It means they're actually making the purchase decision and they're actively in that behavior. And when people are actively in the behavior of buying something, they are hyperactive within their personal network, talking to everybody in their family, talking to the office workers at their place of work. They're active inside Facebook groups, Instagram groups. They're posting on social media. They're sharing listings. They're asking people what they think. They are hyper intense in the actual purchasing decision. That means they have the largest scope of amount of people that they have influence over in that particular time. When somebody purchases a home and you reach out to them 90 days, they're in the purchase cycle of buying something else. They're still going to run into people and it will come up in conversation like, oh, we're thinking about buying a home. Oh, okay, great. I need to refer Chris's mortgage business because they're buying a home, but they're not as passionate or active about searching out information and being involved in the groups that they're in as they were when they were approved and shopping. So when somebody is pre-approved and shopping, it's actually the greatest opportunity that you have in order to generate referrals because they're the ones that are networking with all of the people at that particular time. That's the referral opportunity that you want. So we understand that they're hyperactive. They're talking to the most amount of people that they will ever until they go to buy their next house. Now, we need to create an application experience like we just talked about that provides value so that they can have a story to tell to all of the other people that they're talking to so that they can send you referrals and a valuable offer to new connections. And what that means is when they're talking to somebody, it's not just like, hey, you should talk to my mortgage lender. They do a really good job of putting you through a mortgage application. So does everybody else, right? Or, nobody wants to go through a mortgage application, so it's not really an offer. It's like, hey, do you like to go to the dentist? Let me refer you my dentist. It's like, no, nobody wants to go to the dentist. You have to, right? Mortgage applications is the same thing. You have to take a mortgage application. But when you wrap it around a financial experience and planning session, all of a sudden they can say, oh yeah, you might be able to get a rate online, but man, I called Chris's mortgage company. They literally sat down with us for 25 minutes, got to know why we were buying the house, what our long-term goals were, and even taught us about the 3 things that we really need in order to make sure that we're going to get the best rate. They didn't just quote us a rate. You should probably check it out because you might be able to get a better rate than what you saw online. So you see how it gives somebody a story that they can tell to generate the referral for you other than just like, I've got a mortgage lender and they have a mortgage application. When you provide the experience, what you're actually doing is creating a story in the mind of the person that you've pre-approved so that they can go tell your story to somebody else. And that's what we need in order to be able to turn them into a referral. So we've got A, they're hyperactive. B, we've created an experience for them to go through so that they can talk about it. And then we've got to follow up with them. They're actively networking with their current referral partners, so you get professional referrals. They're also highly interested in introductions to the professionals they don't have so that you get referrals, okay? So what that means is that when somebody has gone through the mortgage application process, what do they need? They need potentially a financial planner. They need somebody to take a look at their insurance. They definitely need a title company. But think about this for just 1 second. If you're a little bit tuned out or you're driving or whatever, pay attention to this. This is another game changer for you. It's kind of like our third big takeaway from the presentation. They need to be introduced to a local dentist, an orthodontist, a moving company, a roofer, a plumber, somebody who's going to fix the gutters. They need a lawn maintenance company. They need somebody who's going to do the mow, blow, and go as far as like the spring and winter cleanup and all of that stuff, if that's a thing in your marketplace. I sat down, I did a brainstorming exercise while I was on a flight a while back, which is weird to do, but I came up with 42, there's a list of 42 referral partners that you can have in your local marketplace, and every single purchase of a home in your local marketplace finds value in that list. if you go ahead and you vet those people ahead of time. Again, on my podcast, the Loan Officer Wealth podcast, I had a gentleman on. We're going to release his episode in about 2 or 3 weeks, and he generates the majority of his referrals from referral partners that nobody's ever heard of. It's all like moving companies, carpet cleaners. He gets a ridiculous amount of referrals from carpet cleaners because every time he sells somebody a house, he has the booklet of all of the social media profiles and all the contact information for all these people, and he's got a referral code for every single one of them. He's like, hey, when you give them a call, tell them I sent you. They got a special gift for you. They're going to give you a little bit of a discount. Make sure you let them know I sent you. Gives that package to every single person, and again, follows up with it in the autoresponder. And then quarterly, what they're doing is they're making calls to their database with an offer to somebody that's worthwhile in that marketplace. So when he calls his database in March, it's like, okay, this March, we're going to send as many referrals as we possibly can to this financial planner. And the script is for that financial planner. So they go through, they introduce their entire database to that financial planner, understand why it's of value to them, and then they close off every call with like, if you need anything, you call us. He calls it his concierge. He says, you call us, you need a plumber, you need a dentist, you need a doctor, you need any local business in any local marketplace, you call us first. We'll connect you. Don't worry about it. We got you. We're just like Amex. When you buy the gold, or what's that thing that, the black card, right? So when you get a black card, you get a phone call. And this lady calls me and she's like, hey, Chris, welcome to the Amex program. I'm your personal concierge. And I was like, cool. Wow. Like, what you want, right? And she was like, well, you can call me for anything you want. If you want sports tickets, if you want a flight, if you want to go out for a dining experience and you want to eat in the kitchen instead of just eating in the restaurant, you call me and let me know what experience it is that you're looking for, and I'll just make sure that everything's set up for you. It's the exact same experience with your clients. Don't have to find all this stuff on your own. Call us, because every single time you do that, you then get a referral relationship with the business that you refer them to, right? So it's super important that you have that as part of the thing. Now, when I started this process of looking at how we were going to put this process in place, I was going through building the entrepreneur operating system inside Connection Incorporated. And there's this book called Traction by Gino Wickman. I highly recommend it. It's kind of like the E-Myth revisited, but with like a real solid plan for how to implement structures so that you can run a small business like a McDonald's, where you've got systems and processes for everything involved. It's tremendously valuable for the mortgage industry. It goes through roles and responsibilities, scorecards, daily accountability, and weekly reporting. And so as I was going through the entrepreneur operating system, we wrote out all the roles and responsibilities of everybody that exists in the organization and every single task that every single person does. And then we said, okay, what are the most important things in each role? And we created scorecards. So now once a week, the account managers and everybody in the organization shows up. I have a scorecard, and I have to show up and report my numbers to the team on our weekly call so that everybody knows that you're working on the 3 things that will actually move the needle forward in your particular role. Then there's daily accountability to track your scorecard. And then there's weekly reporting of the actual scorecards. And as I was going through that process with EOS and implementing it in Connection Incorporated, I realized that we needed a referral system. And so we created a scorecard for tracking. And this is the exact same thing that you need to do once you get somebody that's gone through the application process. Because again, most people will go through, they'll ask them for the referral partners on the sheet, they'll do the Columbo at the end, and then they'll send them out on their way and just say, okay, go find a house, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a system in place to make sure that we're in touch with those people so that we're generating referrals. So this is our scorecard for our account managers. And you can see here, what we track, what you track grows. So the number of referrals, number of referral requests, number of 5-star reviews, and then I took this out, but we track the number of applications that come in for each of our clients that are under management for each of our account managers. So we actually have a bi-weekly call with each of our clients that are on the concierge and the executive program. And we ask them, how many applications have you taken in the last 2 weeks as a result of our work together? And we can see, here's how many appointments we booked. Here's how many calls we made. Here's how many people we talked to. Here's how many appointments we booked. out of those appointments, how many applications did you take? And we track that, and the account manager is responsible for increasing that number of applications on their scorecard. So our clients' results are actually part of our employees' scorecards, so they're responsible for the success of the clients, right? Again, what you measure gets managed. So you can see here, this particular scorecard for this particular employee, they generated 4 referrals last month, 1 a week on average, right? Before, we were getting nothing. And now, in order to make sure that that's actually happening with each of our staff members, we have a system. So we had a question come in earlier about the campaign that we were looking for. It's called the Moneymaker. It's this L campaign down here at the bottom in the executive campaign. So L, the Moneymaker, is the campaign. And you can see here, we also have the local Dawn that's up here at the top. And so all we're doing is we're saying, okay, when we get somebody, for us, it's a client that's on a monthly management program. We have an automated system that reaches out to them and asks for ratings and reviews and referrals. And the account manager is making sure that they have a script every 2 weeks when they get on the phone with the client, that they're following that script and asking for that. Every account manager that we have now averages 1 high quality referral per week, and we turn 33% of those referrals into new business. It's a 33% closing ratio. And again, the acquisition cost is nothing. It doesn't cost us anything. So again, we have an affiliate program. It's affiliate.theexecutiveinnercircle.com. If you're looking for a way to provide value to your realtors, financial planners, investment advisors, all of that, go to affiliate.theexecutiveinnercircle.com, sign up as an affiliate. You'll get an affiliate link. Send that link over to them and say, hey, I've got this process that you can go through, and they'll teach you all of the different areas of low-hanging fruit in your business, show you what marketing campaigns you can use to get them. And then if you want some help, they're there to help you, but it's 45 minutes, pure value, no heavy sales pitch at the end of it. If they do buy from us, you can see we close anywhere between 35 and 40% of the people that we get on the phone with. We'll send you $1,000 as a thank you for that business. So that's our referral system, right? Now you need a referral system. So every single time you get somebody that's gone through the pre-qualification, you drop them into the Moneymaker campaign and you follow up. Make sure that you're keeping track of how many referrals you get on a weekly basis. Track it. What you measure gets managed. Here is your script. Have you come across anyone on social media or had a connection with anyone that's looking to buy, sell, or refinance that you think would see value in our financial success analysis? And that's driving them back to the process that you went through when you actually took the application from them. So how does that money math break down? Well, again, if we're doing 20 applications per month, every 90 days, you've got a pipeline of 45 applicants that are coming in. So if you've got a 10% referral rate on there, that's 4.5 applications per month. 50% closing ratio is 2 new deals a month. 2 new deals a month at $3,000 is $6,000 a month, or $72,000 a year. Again, not an income claim. So, and that over 90 days, the way that I got to the 45 applicants is I took 60, and then I'm assuming that you're going to close 5 deals a month. So that's 15 deals that come off because those people are now in the database activator. So it's 60 total applications. You're going to close 15 of those applications. So you've got a pipeline of 45 applicants that are still in the business that you're following up on in order to generate referrals. Keep in mind, whatever your closing ratio is in your business from the time you take an application to the time that you actually fund, you've got more people that have been approved that didn't close than did, just like we had in Connection Incorporated. So that pipeline of 45 applicants, you might be able to generate more referrals from the applicants that don't close than the 15 deals that you actually did that you're asking for referrals, because there's 45 of the ones that didn't and 15 of the ones that did, right? It's just math. But we need a process so that you're continually reaching out, providing value, and asking for those referrals. Now, when I started this journey, I thought the scripts are going to take me forever to write. people won't refer me business until the deal is done. There's no way somebody is going to come in, submit a mortgage application, and send me a referral before the deal actually funds and close. Totally untrue. That's mind games. It's like when you take people through an actual process that's valuable upfront in the application, they're more than happy and thrilled to refer you. I don't have ongoing content to reach out with. The market constantly changes. It's one of the benefits and one of the drawbacks of being in the mortgage industry, but you can always call and just say, hey, a little bit of market changes out there. How you feeling? Just checking in. Do you have any questions? Seen any properties? Want me to run any numbers for you? And oh, by the way, right? Then you hit them with the Columbo, right? In addition to automated follow-up that's going out. And then I was really scared the software was going to break or to be unreliable. And again, I've been on High Level for over 2 years now, and rock solid and incredible. So those were the things that were really kind of holding me back in my head games. Yours might be different, but understand they are head games. And again, that's your brain just trying to keep you soft and comfortable. Totally good. We're thankful for that. But we're going to break out of our comfort zone for a short period of time until our comfort zone adjusts to this new normal that we have, where we've got today's reality. The system is built, it's automated, and it runs without you. Okay. You can put somebody into the system, apply a tag, and the automations run. You get referrals every week, and you close new business every month from assets that cost you zero in advertising, that are sitting there right now in your business, creating a goose egg right now where you could literally go out, start sending messages in the first 30 days and have referrals from sending the messages right away. All of the referrals are fantastic quality. These are high quality people that close, that are pre-sold on working with us. All of the benefits of being involved in referral marketing rather than paid marketing, and our referral pipeline continues to grow. Again, you should be marketing to people that you pre-qualified a year ago that still haven't made the jump, but are just waiting on the marketing timing, on the market timing. I'll bet if you follow up those people every 2 weeks, okay, for a year, do you think they're going to go to another lender when they finally decide to pull the trigger? And it takes almost zero effort on your part of thing to just have them in an autoresponder sequence and think of some messages that to send out to them and pre-program into the system. It's very little effort required based on the return that we can get from it. And we are building a growing network of referral partners every single week in your business that are referring clients and other referral partners to you. Again, every single application that you take from this point forward in your business is an opportunity for at least 8 professional referrals and potentially 2 referrals to other customers that they know that they can refer to you. That's 10 people that every single application can possibly produce for you. Now, you can have this same reality if you simply invest in the same system and implement just like I did. And we know there's only one way to double your sales. You have to double your appointments. There's only one way to double your appointments and your referrals. You have to automate your appointment booking and referral system, because if we don't automate it with the system, we understand that we're going to do it for a little bit, but then we're going to fall off. We have to rely on the automation. Converting more referrals used to be hard, but it's not anymore. I hope at this point in the 4-week process, you understand how much opportunity you have in the assets that you already have in your organization. I didn't want to come on here and talk about new leads that you have to run and all of those wonderful things, because it puts this huge roadblock in front of you. And if you think about what we've done over the last 4 weeks, all we've done is take assets you already have, your past customer database, realtors, financial planners, investment advisors, and high quality referral partners that already exist in your marketplace. They're just waiting for you to reach out and talk to them. And it's a numbers game. We just have to talk to enough of them that you get an appointment a day, right? Use automation to do that. That already exists and doesn't cost you hardly any money to reach out to those people. The leads that you're already generating. You don't need new leads. You can double the amount of appointments from the leads that you've already got. And now all 3 of those strategies that I taught you in the first 3 weeks create what? A bunch of applications. And now you're taking every single application that you generate in your mortgage business and you're turning that into the potential of 10 new opportunities in your business. Think about it. There's really only 4 ways to grow the mortgage business. And now you have a system for every single one of them just waiting for you to plug in. So my question to you is, if I give you a magic box with everything you needed to launch this system today, Would you? And I'm pleased to announce the Inner Circle. And this is our final opportunity to get in on the offer for the Inner Circle. For those of you that have already been through this presentation, you know. For those of you that are new, I think this is going to blow your mind. The perfect solution with the least amount of techie hurdles. I'm about to give you my $1 million secret. I've mentioned it slightly a couple of times in today's presentation. Now, what I want to give you is I want to give you the software that I used for the last 2 years to build these systems in my business, and what I have now used in order to build these systems for our clients' businesses that are in the mortgage financial services industry. So you get direct access to the platform that I use to run Connect My Leads. Connect My Leads is our rebrand of the software that I'm about to give you access to. And again, we have created easily over $500,000. I forget what the number is off the top of my head, but just in the last year, over $500,000 in revenue for our organization by selling that software underneath the Connect My Leads brand. I'm giving you direct access to it for free, for no markup. You can go directly to the software company that I use to white label Connect My Leads and get immediate access to it. Inside that, I'm giving you our snapshot. We get every single campaign, including the timing, the text messages, the emails, the voicemails, and it includes all the campaigns that I've taught you here in the 4 weeks of training. You get all of our call scripts. You get it loaded with a power dialer so that you can replace your power dialer and make your phone calls in record time. It's got our online review request and tracking tool. So you're automatically reaching out to your past clients to get 5-star reviews on your Google profile. It's got a beautiful sales pipeline for tracking all of your leads. And again, in last week's training, I showed you how to set up sales pipelines, how to go through the whole thing. Again, on a weekly mastermind call, we're taking you deep into integrating this into your business and making sure that you're successful with it. It's got calendar integration and direct appointment setting. So if you're using Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar, you can hook the software up to your calendar and it gives you links so that you can replace Calendly and those other services. And literally you can send them in text messages, send them in emails, people can click on them and immediately book an appointment right on your calendar, all automated through the software. And when they do book an appointment, we have a campaign pre-built inside the software that automatically follows up with them and makes sure that you and the client get on the appointment at the same time that was booked in the actual calendar. There's a social media planning and posting tool that comes with it. So you can get rid of tools like Hootsuite. And you can literally go in, plan your entire month's worth of social media content for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the different social media platforms, and it will post it out. It also keeps track of all of the conversations that happen as a result of those posts and keeps them inside the CRM so that you can respond to all of your social media and not get lost in the ether. Most people have like their social media DMs are an absolute mess and their CRM is decent, right? Well, this brings all those DMs into your CRM so everything can be organized on your contacts inside your CRM. It's amazing. Then you've got a website chat widget. It's the same chat widget. If you go to connectionincorporated.com, it just generates more leads from your existing website. You get your own white label of the platform. So you can take your own brand, put it on the software, and provide that to your realtors, financial planners, investment advisors as a value-added service that costs you nothing extra, but it's your platform. You can put your brand on top of it. And then I'm giving you the ability to sell or white label all of your referral partners at whatever price you want. So the campaigns that I provide to you inside the software, we have campaigns for realtors. We have campaigns to generate leads for financial planners. We have campaigns to generate leads for insurance professionals. You can literally take those campaigns, the advertising campaigns that come with them, and go out to your referral partners and be like, hey, I can generate you leads off Google. Would you like to use my CRM in order to follow up on all these leads? So it's an incredibly valuable offer that you can take out to your referral partners. And then we also have Yext SEO integration, which helps rank you on the front page in your local marketplace. And again, all integrated directly through the software. I'll skip over the testimonials. You've already seen some of these through the presentation. I think at this point, we're 4 weeks in, you understand this works and that I know how to get you results. Now, who does this work for? If you have a database of past clients and leads and you haven't called them in the last 90 days, please do this. That's about as easy as it gets. If you want a steady pipeline of new referral partners to meet with every week, this is the exact system. We show you exactly how to get the contact list. We provide it as a service if you need us to get it for you. And literally the exact same process that our concierge agents use to book 5 qualified appointments a day, you get the exact same thing. You just dial it down a little bit and generate your 1 appointment a day and you're good to go. If you're looking for a way to drive new high quality leads, everything we use to deliver our Google ad platform services are included in this offer. And you get access to my media buyers, which will help get on the call with you on our daily call, and they'll literally help you run your advertisements on that call. If you dramatically want to increase the appointments from your existing leads that you already have, maybe you're buying leads from Zillow or you just have inbound phone calls and you know sending them to your cell phone is costing you money, this software solves that problem and makes sure that all of your communication is instant and all of your communication is long-term. If you feel overwhelmed by technology, but understand it's crucial to succeed in the future, I have given you daily support and all of the help that I possibly can give you in order to make sure that technology does not stand in your way. I understand that it's a huge sticking point for a lot of people in our industry. I'm not going to leave you left behind. You're not going to be stuck with the technology. We're here to support you through it. If you want more applications every week, but know that you won't make the cold calls, me too, right? We've got to leverage software in order to solve that problem. If you understand that referrals are shifting online, but you don't have a plan or a system for the future, this puts you ahead of your competition in the local marketplace. If you're inconsistent with your follow-up and your implementation, the accountability inside the mastermind is going to be huge for you. If your business runs on referrals or referral partners or leads, this is for you. Again, if you're worried about tech problems, don't worry. You get access to our daily Inner Circle office hours and weekly mastermind calls with myself. I'm going to run through this next part really quickly because many of you have already seen this. But if we were just to take what you're getting right now, direct access to the white label platform, it has a $497 value. Daily office hour calls for marketing and campaign help and help with your software, we've given a value of $1,000 for that. There are plenty of coaching and training programs priced at far more than $1,000 a month that do not give you daily office hours calls or will only help you with their specific thing. On these calls, you can show up, you can get access to help with the CRM, you can get access to Facebook ads help, Google ads help, TikTok ads help. If you want help with your video marketing, we can help you with your video marketing, like literally show up. And I've got staff experts at all of those topics that can come on and help you with it. And then you're getting access to a weekly mastermind call with myself. I have a consulting program. My consulting fee is $5,000 a month, and our consulting clients get 2 calls a month. That's 2 hours per month. Well, you're getting 4 calls a month, and we've discounted that down to a $2,500 value, arguably worth more than $5,000. So all of those are true real value of what you're getting today, which is $3,997. But I do have some other bonuses for you. So the thing about what we're really providing here for you is support. Like the software is already built and it's amazing, but when you open it, it's overwhelming. And so we've got the daily support so that you don't have to feel overwhelmed and you know exactly what to be working on. And then ongoing support so you can scale and grow. You're going to get stuck because business comes up. Life is busy, right? But the reason why we have the daily calls and the weekly mastermind is to keep you engaged in the community so that you're continually moving forward. Even if you only do a little bit every week, if we can get you implemented and actually get the campaigns launched, that's our goal. Because once the campaign is launched, remember, it's automated, right? So once you've gotten to that endpoint on one campaign, it's going to produce results for you. Then bit by bit, we can launch the second one. And it's the coaching, support, and guidance that keeps you coming back, doing a little bit more, and ultimately you end up with this incredible system that you can't live without in the future. Then we give you a proven roadmap so you know what the steps are. Okay, I'm going to start here, I'm going to finish here, and here's what I got to do in between. And again, we walk you through the whole thing. And then the motivation you need to implement successfully long-term, because we're showing you other members and connecting you with other members that are successful using the same system. So when you get the software today, you have the ability to replace all of these things. We mentioned Calendly, marketing software, Hootsuite, phone burner, an SMS service. It's included in the whole thing. If we took all of the software that we were able to get rid of at Connection Incorporated, plus ads management, a social media manager that we got rid of on payroll because we were able to do everything in the software and pre-plan all our content and all of that good stuff. We saved $7,516 per month getting rid of all of the software that's included inside this software package. And all of this doesn't even factor in the most valuable benefit of them all, which is your time, right? If you take a look at the combination of software, coaching, and support, we're saving you at least 10 hours just on the setup of the software. So the next thing that I'm giving you is all of our online marketing campaigns and build help. So again, I mentioned on the daily calls, you get direct access to my team that runs my ads every day. So I showed you in the presentation, we're investing over $20,000 a month in advertising right now in Connection Incorporated, okay? Cole and Beth and Angel and Amy and the rest of the team members there, those media buyers, they are the ones that are responsible for running those ad campaigns in order to make that work. You get access to the exact same people that I have running $20,000 a month in advertising for me, so that you can have them helping run advertisements for you. You can literally show up, share your screen, and have them walk through setting up a Facebook ad account, setting up a Google ad account, driving leads. Like, hey, I want to generate reverse mortgage leads. Hey, great. Let's take a campaign that we've already run successfully, get that loaded into your account, show you how to set the whole thing up. And then you're never reliant on a third-party company that's running your advertisements for you. Again, I've run a digital marketing agency for almost 15 years, and clients come to us and they pay $1,500 a month. And when they cancel, they have no idea how to do it on their own because they've paid us to do it for them the entire time. So they've got to go either find another company or just like not have leads, right? And that always bothered me. And so with this, I love it because you can literally learn from my team while not paying for ads management. And then you have the skill to continue to run your ads and optimize your funnel through the program. And that's a life skill that you can take. You can teach that to your realtors. You can teach that to your all of your referral partners. It's a life skill that's super valuable, and it's just a bonus that you get as a part of being on the program. And you save $1,500 a month not having to pay for Facebook ads management. I mean, if you were getting Facebook ads and Google ads, you'd save yourself $3,000 a month in ads management fees, and you get direct access to my team as part of the program. So we've put a $2,500 value on that. I truly believe that it's worth more than that. When you invest today, you're also getting access to daily social media content. So every single day, my team produces one piece of content for the US mortgage market and one piece of content for the Canadian mortgage market. We produce that in a document. You get access to that, and then you can take that, go into your platform, your software, and schedule it out to go out on Facebook, Instagram, your Google business page, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, and your TikTok campaigns. And again, when people respond to those posts, you can have all those responses go back into the software so you can manage everything in the same spot. Now, to hire somebody to do your daily social media content, you're going to pay far more than $500 a month, but we've put a fair value of $500 on that part of the program. Now, I've also included for you a license to sell my campaigns to your referral partners, and you set your pricing on this. But the reason why I did this is because realtors, financial planners, investment advisors, insurance professionals, home builders, all of the other referral partners that you can have sending you business, they've got two massive problems, right? They don't know how to do their database marketing. They're not doing it. If you ask your referral partners, have you called your past customers in the last 90 days? The like a ridiculous amount of them will say no. And it's just like, then you ask the follow-up question, well, if you made those calls, do you realize that you would make more money? Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to make the calls. Okay, well, great. How about I help you with that? How about I introduce you to this system? I have this software. It's got your logo on it, right? I've got this software. It can help you. I'll get you a free account, or, I'll charge you $97 or $197 a month, whatever. You set the pricing, and it's like, I will help you with your database marketing. Boom. Easy way to win a relationship, right? And the second main problem that they have is they don't have a system to generate or convert their leads, or they're buying Zillow leads and they can't convert the leads. Again, you now have a solution to that. And the campaigns that I have preloaded inside the software are already there to convert real estate leads, to convert insurance leads. You've got access to the whole thing And I'm giving you the license to resell it or just give it away for free to your partners directly through your platform with your logo and your brand on it. You have access to the marketing platform and the team that you need to be able to take care of their database marketing and lead conversion with them. And again, if you decide to upgrade your high-level subscription, you get access to an app and they can download it on their phone. It's just an incredible value. So $1,000 for that is easily attainable at that. Just $1,000 to resell it with all of our campaigns and all of our intellectual property in it is tremendously valuable. And then I'm giving you our business marketing class 8-module training. We currently charge $5,000 for the business marketing class. It's an 8-module course that takes you through all of the different pathways of marketing in your business so that you can be up and running and generating leads on Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, TikTok. It's all in that business marketing class training. Actually, we don't have TikTok training in there. We are working on TikTok training and we're going to be adding that to it. Again, that's a bonus that we're going to be, I just gave away one of the bonuses, but we've got some special things planned for all the members that get in on this launch. And we're going to be including that in part of the training. So again, many people in the mortgage industry happily and successfully invested $5,000 in that information program. You get access to the whole thing instantly when you invest today through our link. So a conservative value of $12,997 of what you're getting today. And if all this did was finally get your database marketing automated, would it be worth it? So if I was to come to you and say, hey, look, this package is $13, let's skip the $12,997. Let's call it $13,000. We'll round it up $3, okay? $13,000, what's that? It's, let's round it again. And let's say it's $1,100 a month, right? If I was to come to you and say, hey, look, your database marketing is finally going to be automated. You're going to be sending the messages. You're going to get more repeat business, more referral business, and more 5-star reviews on your Google profile. Would it be worth it to invest $1,100 a month in order to have access to that? I believe the answer is yes. Well, would it be worth it if I was able to come to you and say, hey, look, I can fill your calendar and give you an offer to convert new referral partners? And that's realtors, financial planners, investment advisors, builders, attorneys, accountants. You're going to be able to go to those people. Not only are you going to be able to use an automated system in order to get them to reach back out to you so you can book appointments with them, but I'm going to show you how to craft an offer where you can convert their old leads for them. You can help them with their database marketing. You can help them with their social media. Would it be worth it to have that in your toolkit? I mean, just one referral partner relationship, probably worth $1,100 a month. And if you can convert one of them every month, is that worth it? I believe it to be true. If all this did for you was give you double the appointments from the inbound calls and leads that you get. So if you're buying leads from Zillow, if you're generating your own leads, if your calls are coming into your cell phone, if you're getting leads from any source and they're not getting immediate real-time follow-up, and they're not getting at least 120 days of quality follow-up, and you could double the appointments from the leads that you're generating, would it be worth it to invest for $1,100 a month? I believe that it would be, depending on the volume of the leads that you're generating in your organization. Now, what if you could turn 1 out of every 10 applications that you take into a new application by either a referral that you generate from it, or one of the 8 potential referral partners that you get with every application that you're going to take in your business from this point forward? If even you just like 1 out of 10 worked of what I taught you today, would that be worth $1,100 a month? And I think it would. Now, I'm not going to ask you to invest $13,000 today. Today's price is $1,997. And I think to get all of that, we all understand that that is a ridiculous value. But because you're part of this challenge and you are here on the last possible day to get this deal, I'm going to allow you to get everything included in the $13,000 package right now for just $297 today. You can get started right now by going to CIInnercircle.com. That stands for Connection Incorporated, innercircle.com, CIInnercircle.com. When you get there, it's going to take you to a page for High Level. It's going to allow you to buy the software directly from High Level through our affiliate link for just $297. Now, that's $9.90 a day. Okay, that is slightly more than a Starbucks latte that you get access to with all the campaigns, the daily support calls, the weekly mastermind call with me, the ability to tap into all of our Facebook ad expertise, all of our Google ad expertise, daily social media content for your business, and support so that you never get stuck, and a roadmap to follow so that you implement all of the most valuable campaigns in your business for $9.90 per day. Right now, go to ciinnercircle.com. If you close just one deal a year from this program, it covers the entire cost of the program for you. So you can come in, work on this thing for 364 days, close one deal, and still be profitable at the end of the year. Again, depending on market conditions, like where you're from and all that kind of stuff. But like if we take an average, right, at $9.90 a day, this is an absolute no-brainer offer to be able to just get access to the support, let alone the software, is an incredible value at the $297. Now, I'm giving you access to the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle is $997 a month. You get access to all of that for free when you invest today. Now, I'm not asking you to make the decision today, okay? Even though right now, go to ciinnercircle.com and join, okay? Pick the $297 a month option because that's the one that you get all the bonuses from, and invest today. But all I'm really asking you to do today is to take the step to try it out. Just like you can't buy a house without showing up and walking through, right? You can't buy a car without taking it for a test drive. All I'm asking for is for you to show up on the inside of the system and see that it is what I say that it is, right? Come in, try the support calls for 14 days, attend 2 of the mastermind calls, poke around the system, take a look at what it is. And when you realize and you decide that this is right for you and it's worth $9.90 per day or $297 a month, then you move forward. At the end of 14 days, they charge your card and we're off and running in a great long-term relationship. But there's zero risk to you right now because all you're doing is getting in on the inside, checking it out with zero risk, and you can cancel at any time. It's as simple as making a phone call, sending an email, or just reaching out to the high-level team and just say, hey, you know what? I tried the trial. It's not for me. No problem. There's no shenanigans. There's no weirdness. It's just like, okay, cool. Well, thanks for trying it out. And maybe we're a good fit in the future. And again, same thing for us. There's no problem going in, taking it for a test drive and seeing if it's right for you, and then making the decision in 14 days after you're fully confident that this is going to do everything that we say it's going to do here on the webinar. So there's zero risk for you to try it out today. And that's the most, it's the intelligent way to make a decision. You see the hype in the presentation here today. Go in, experience it for yourself, make sure it is what it is, and then move forward after the free 14-day trial. So claim that at www.ciinnercircle.com. We are shutting the challenge down at the end of today. So this is your last chance to get in on this incredible deal. So take action now. At this point, you've got 2 choices. The first option, do nothing. Totally cool. It's some people are information junkies, and I get that. But it's the action takers that we really want here, because we all understand that if you do nothing, you're just going to continue to keep getting the same results that you've gotten up to in this point. Nothing's going to change if we don't do anything, right? That's the whole conversation of your brain is trying to trick you to keep you safe, right? We need to expand and get out of our comfort zone for 30 days until our comfort zone adjusts to the new normal of the new systems and the new processes and all of that. At that point, you've changed, you're different, you're evolved, and you have more, right? But if you do nothing, you stay in the same circle that you're in right now. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Safety, human, fundamental driver. I totally get it. But just understand that you're not going to grow, and your life is not going to be different in the future from what you have right now. The second option is to transform. Get a little bit outside of your comfort zone, adjust to the new normal, and transform your database marketing. Book new referral partner meetings every week, double the appointments from all your leads, and work smart, not hard, by turning every application that you take into new opportunities in your business while working smart, not hard, right? And so those are the 2 choices. But the real question is, will you build out everything on your own and stick with it long enough to get results? I understand there are many different CRM programs out there. There's Jungo, there's Pipedrive, there's all kinds of Infusionsoft, which is now Keep. And trust me, it's, great options out there, but it's about building it in a system that's actually going to work and sticking with it long enough to get results. And if you have to figure out all of these systems and all of these templates from scratch, I'm here over 2 years and this is my job. You know what I mean? And I love doing it. I understand that building systems and technology is a pain point for most people. So it's like when you're sitting down and doing the work of the technology stuff, it's kind of like nails on a chalkboard. When you're working, it's just like, how soon can I possibly get this done so I can be done with all of this? It's not a pleasurable experience. Well, can you last long enough going through that amount of discomfort, creating everything from scratch in order to get your own results? Because we all understand the system works, right? I think we've got enough case studies, we've got enough proof in the presentations, and you understand fundamentally how it works, and if you implement it, that it would work, but it's about actually getting it implemented. And so you can choose to do it on your own. Again, option for you is there. If that's your skill set and that's how you want to go, trust me, people show up on our presentations all the time, take what we teach them and implement it on their own for free. They even sell it to our customers in some cases. But what I would like for you to do is press the easy button and get our proven campaigns, get access to the coaching community, get access to the mastermind, take us for a spin for 14 days, and let us help you become successful quickly on the fastest path that we know how, with the most amount of support that is available. So again, that's everything that you're getting in the program. Truly a $12,997 value. And for the first 10 people, we are having a private referral partner webinar workshop as a final bonus to get you over the edge. Head on over to ciinnercircle.com. And next Tuesday, I'm going to be live building a referral partner webinar for you. Once we're done building it, we're going to update the snapshot, get everybody to push it into their accounts, and you will have the webinar registration page, all of the follow-up emails, and all of the advertising copy that you need to promote the webinar with your realtor for your first referral partner webinar. This is my favorite strategy right now for providing value to realtor referrals in your local marketplace. And we've got the entire thing laid out for you. And I'm going to be showing you how to build the entire campaign in a webinar workshop next Tuesday. And you get access to that when you invest today. But again, this offer is going away. We are at the end of the 4-day challenge, and you are not going to be able to get access to that if you wait. So ciinnercircle.com. So let's get started with a little bit of Q&A. Does anybody have any questions? Let's take a look here, just 1 second. All right, so any questions that you have, type those into the Q&A panel, and we'll get to them in. All right. There we go. Okay, man, thank you for all the positive feedback. This is awesome. Okay, cool. So Lourdes has asked a question here. I missed the 3rd week. So Lourdes, we're going to send an email out tomorrow to everybody who registered, and it will include a link where we've set up a page with all 4 recordings for the challenge for everybody. Again, that's only going to be available for a limited time. We'll probably have those up for a week before we take everything down. But we are going to send out the recordings to everybody so that everybody can review for one last time before we take the challenge down. How do I sign up for the daily and weekly calls? So Lourdes, we will have the team send you out an email. You would have gotten an email as soon as you purchased. Normally the Zap takes about 15 minutes. So like you make your purchase, then high level processes the thing. And then we get it, and then we send you out all the bonuses and everything. That email would have come from support@connectionincorporated.com. But Alexa, if you could make sure that Lourdes gets another email with all of the information so that he can get on those daily calls and the mastermind call this coming Thursday, please. Thank you. Awesome. Carly, thank you so much for the kind words and the nice feedback. That's awesome. So we'll get you taken care of there. And I see we've got a couple of hands up here. So Preston, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unmute you here, and if you'd like to ask your question, you can go ahead there. And I apologize for the grinding in the background. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but there's there's Spanish mariachi music going on, and some construction guys working on something in the backyard. So sorry about that noise in the background. So Preston, you can unmute at this point and just ask your question if you would like. And I'll get this pulled out. Awesome. Perfect, Alexa, thank you for taking care of that. Alex, I'm not seeing the executive campaigns under my snapshot in automation. Is it included with signing up with your affiliate link? Yes, it is. So I will have the team connect with you. So Alexa, we need to connect with Alex and just make sure he re-uploads the snapshot and gets the most recent one. Awesome. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, it looks like Preston's having some issues with the mic, but Preston.
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
Preston,
sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Did you ask me a question? I had someone walk in my office here, so I missed the end here.
No problem at all. But yes, we will get you hooked up with the updated snapshot that has those executive campaigns in it. That's no problem at all.
Okay, awesome. I appreciate that.
No problem. Any other questions? All right. Well, everybody, here we are at the end of week number 4 in the challenge. Thank you so much for being here with me for these 4 weeks. It has been my absolute joy to share with you. I hope that you enjoyed the content. It was a brand new style for me for the presentation that we were following, and pretty good feedback. And it's phenomenal to see everybody on the actual program. So for those of you that are jumping in right now, congratulations. You're making an amazing decision. I can't wait to be working with you. Again, ciinnercircle.com, and I look forward to seeing everybody on the weekly mastermind call this Thursday. With that, signing off. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll chat soon. All the best, everybody.